Hello, this is the Watchdog, and welcome back to Fun with Watches. If watches weren't fun, you'd only need one. Today we're going to review the Ochstin GQ7019. Let's start with the wrist check. I'm wearing a Pagani design PG5140, and Grogu is wearing my Sanda 3118. Grogu says Mando doesn't like the new lunch lady at the Jedi Academy. Whenever he visits Grogu, she always tells him, "Is Din Djarin ready for some Din Din?" Alright, let's take a look at the watch. It did not come in a box. And it did not come with an unsigned warranty card or any of that stuff. It did come with instructions, but I can't find them anywhere. And this watch is pretty simple to use. It's just a basic, the four-hander, but you can't set the fourth hand. It's just a 24-hour hand, so there's really nothing to tell you. It just, if you want to set the watch, pull the crown out and set it. There's no date, so the instructions would be completely useless. This is the second Ochstin on my channel and the first Quartz. They say it is a GMT, but the fourth hand is strictly a 24-hour hand and cannot be set independent of the hour hand. You'll have to use the bezel if you want to track GMT time. Last time I reviewed a watch like this, I was informed that the first Rolex GMTs were this way, so yeah, they can still call it a GMT even though you can't set the hand. I paid $15 for this. There are 6 different colorways, with some having gold accented bezels and each one with a different NATO strap. I chose the Coke Silver because I like the color of the NATO. The watch is 43.2 millimeters at the bezel, 48.6 millimeters lug to lug. It's 15 millimeters thick if you don't count the NATO strap, 17.5 millimeters thick if you do. Has a 22 millimeter lug width and weighs 78 grams on the supplied NATO strap. The bezel is a 60 click unidirectional. The action's kind of mushy and there's a lot of back play. It doesn't give you much confidence when you spin it, but that's just on par for a $15 watch. Then if you look at the aluminum insert, it's sticking up here. It needs to be glued down better. Of course, I could probably do that myself, but I didn't want to do it because I wanted to be able to show you in the review that we had a little quality control issue. Then we have the dial. It's got the Ochstin name and logo up top. Then it says Quartz water resistance 30 bars. So it's basically a 30-meter basic water resistance watch. Usually when it's just your basic, they don't even put the depth rating down, because why would you brag about being basic? Then the dial itself, you have these applied loomed indices, and then you have an inner 24-hour ring. And then the hands are loomed. As you can see, the hour hand is divided in two. And I can't remember if the GMT hand is loomed or not, but we'll see later in the test. And there is no date, and thus no Cyclops. The crown is a push-pull. You don't need a screw down when you only have 30 meters water resistance. The crown action is loosey-goosey, really loose. Then, of course, with loose crown action means when you go to set it, it can be a nightmare. So you just got to be really careful. I find this one, though, you can get around the minute hand jump. You just have to kind of half push it in and then go all the way. So I've seen worse, but it's not good. Then the crystal is just your basic mineral glass. It gets flat and it sticks up above the bezel just a little bit. And the case is just a chrome plated alloy. You're not going to get solid stainless steel on a $15 watch. Then we'll take a look at the case back here. It looks like a coin edge screw down, but it is not, because you can see the little pry slot. And once again, this is a 30-meter watch. You're not going to get a screw down. And then if you look at the printing on the back of the case, it looks like it's a little off center, a little quality control there. And then it says chronograph. I'm sorry, this is not a chronograph. Yes, I know Quartz watches are as accurate as an automatic chronograph, even more so. But to be a chronograph, you have to be certified, and there are certified Quartz chronographs. Then it says water resistant and made in PRC, which of course is China. And then 7019 is the model number. I don't know the movement behind the case back. I'm sure it's Chinese. And once again, you cannot set the GMT hand independently, so it's nothing fancy. Then it comes with a NATO strap. The NATO strap looks nice, but I really hate the buckle. I mean, look at it. It's got this fold over so you can adjust the buckle length, but it doesn't work very well. I mean, look at most NATO straps. They have a normal buckle just sewed in and fixed in place. This one, I just don't like it. Plus the strap is too short. I can barely fit it on my 7.5-inch wrist. The nice thing about a NATO strap usually is you can fit it on a really big wrist, but not this case. In fact, when I first got the watch, the buckle was in a position where I couldn't even wear it. So I had to play with this buckle to make it longer. I mean, it looks nice, but it's just too short and lousy buckle. Here's the watch on my 7.5-inch wrist. It's very chunky, especially on the NATO. I mean, 17 millimeters with the NATO. Plus, since the strap is so short, you can't fold it over, and so you just kind of got it sticking out like that, and it can look awkward. And once again, I'm on the last notch. Now, you could probably cut a few more notches in there yourself, since this is obviously a NATO and you can do that. But your best bet would be to put it on a different NATO. But that would kind of defeat the purpose of a $15 watch. If you have to buy another strap for it, then all of a sudden it's not a $15 watch anymore. But I mean, it looks nice at a distance. And it is a nice looking strap, just not a very good one. Another very affordable watch means another very deplorable loom test. As we speed up the time, the indices are already gone. The hands are better, but not good. About what I expected. What do I like about this watch? Well, I usually try to find 3 things that I like about a watch. And I'm really struggling with this one. I mean, I guess I like the looks of the NATO strap, if not the functionality. What are my gripes and groans? Strap is too short. I hate this strap buckle. And the bezel insert wasn't glued down properly. And really loose crown action makes setting the watch difficult. Do I recommend this watch? No, I have not enjoyed my time with this watch at all. Maybe if it came with a better NATO strap, but it's just been a chore. I have not enjoyed this review, so I would not buy this watch if I was you. Well, thank you for watching my review of the Ochstin GQ7019, and I will be back with an unboxing. I have a triple unboxing coming up. I got 3 things from AliExpress yesterday. Be sure to like and subscribe to my channel. Bye.